Hey guys, I wanted to put another video out because I know it's been probably a week or so, maybe over, since I did my last video, and I'm at work actually. I'm on lunch right now and I'm in the parking lot. So I just kind of wanted to talk about what's been going on with me in the last week or so, and I apologize for like the bad angle and just the bad probably everything, but I'm doing this on my lunch break, so it's not going to be super great quality. So in the last week I've just been really struggling with just everything basically, especially emotionally, because I just have been kind of angry and really sad, and I just don't think I was prepared for the effects of what chemo was going to do to my body, not just physically but mentally as well. I just don't think that I was really prepared for maybe the depression or like the sadness, or just kind of wondering, why am I going through this? What did I do to deserve this? And the answer is nothing. Luck of the draw, so to speak. Nope. I don't mean that in a funny way. It's just, it happened and I have to deal with it, and it sucks. I mean, there's not a part of it that doesn't suck. But me personally, those of you that know me that are watching this know that I try to do as much as I possibly can at all times. I really don't like to admit that something is beyond my capability, or that I'm not capable of something, and I'm kind of a type A, get it all done type of person. But in this last week in recovery from chemo, and I can't remember when I put out the last video, if it was the day of or the day after, but the day after is when things really got real. I had bone pain, and when I say bone pain, I mean all of my joints hurt bad. Felt like I had arthritis in every joint, especially my knees and hips. Those were really, really painful, and it felt like my bones would cramp, and that was just Saturday, and I was miserable. And then on Sunday, I also started to have muscle soreness, so it was almost like I had the flu mixed with arthritis, and the steroids were kind of making my mood go everywhere, and suffice it to say, I was a hot mess. It didn't go away on Monday. I actually couldn't go to work on Monday. I had to have the doctor call in prescription strength pain medication just so I could try to get some sleep, and even then I didn't really get much sleep because the steroids, I think, were keeping me awake. But it's been shitty. I mean, it has been, and I still don't feel like myself. And then this Thursday coming up is going to be 2 weeks after treatment. I don't know that I will feel like myself again until this is all over, or maybe I never will, and myself will become somebody different. But I feel like I wasn't prepared for what this was going to do to my body. I knew, I read, I nodded my head at the doctor when she told me what could happen, but I just don't feel like I mentally prepared myself or really allowed myself any accommodations to deal with this, because I should have known that I was going to struggle trying to go to work and pretend everything was okay when it's clearly not. And so I've made the decision to try and pursue a leave from work, trying to handle all the appointments and the tests and the chemo and my home life, and be a mother and a girlfriend, and it's a lot. And I feel like when you get diagnosed with cancer, they should appoint you some sort of assistant to keep track of all of the stuff that you have to keep track of. In addition to that, sorry, I'm getting a call, so I'm just going to send that to voicemail. Sorry about that. In addition to that, trying to show up at work when you feel awful, and keep your head in the game when you're worried about fighting for your life, essentially, it's really taxing. And that's what drove me to say, I think now might be the time for me to say I can't do all this, and I have to remove something from my plate. And obviously I can't just say, let's stop the chemo, because it's too much. So I think I'm going to have to, take some time to really get through all of this and come back to work when I'm healthy and capable. And that's really, really, really hard for me because work is the last constant I feel that I have right now. On another note, hair. Let's talk hair. I'm wearing a hat today because sorry, people are texting and calling like crazy. I started to get a very sore scalp yesterday, and it's mainly in this area here, and it's very sensitive to the touch. And my hair texture is changing a little bit. I will take it off and show you. That hurts. It's very dry and brittle, and it's shedding when I run my fingers through it, which is not normal for me. I don't usually lose a lot of hair, but so I put a hat on today, and I just wasn't super crazy about the idea of going to work with my hair looking so weird. And, okay, well, that was a fail, so forget that. Ow. So I think it's going to be time to shave my head pretty soon. I can't rationalize keeping hair and watching it slowly go away. So I think the time is coming that I'm just gonna get rid of it. And other thing I want to talk about is weight gain. I have been gaining weight like crazy, and I don't know if it's depression or if it's the steroids or if I'm just so happy to have an appetite back that I'm going bananas. But I've got to do something about it because I know that can't be good for my joints. To put extra weight on during all of this, it's probably detrimental. So it's just really hard. It's everything feels like it's kind of spiraling out of control, and I do suffer from anxiety, obviously, and depression, and I think that's probably a contributing factor in the weight gain. And you know, like I said, I can't take what's happening away. So if I can lessen the burden by taking some time to really focus on getting healthy and feeling as good as possible even when I feel terrible, then I think that is a sensible solution. And like I said, it's not an easy decision to make, but I think it has to be done. Some other things I'm going through are, well, because I had a hysterectomy shortly before chemo began, I'm sweating like crazy. The night sweats are terrible, and insomnia has always been an issue for me, but it's been an issue pretty bad lately. I can't show you, but well, maybe I can. I have been kind of breaking out on my arms in these little bumps, and I don't know if you can see them. You probably can't, but there are these little bumps, and like my hands look really weird. And sorry, my car is such a mess. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's almost like a rash of some kind, but I don't know. I feel like every day I wake up, I'm also breaking out on my chin and on my neck, which is like, whatever. Like, can I just catch a break? You think chemo would do something positive for you, like give you glowing skin or something. But every day it feels like there's something new and weird, and I don't have a doctor's appointment until Thursday, so I've just been kind of keeping a journal of all of these symptoms, and I'm going to talk to her about them at my doctor's appointment. She did mention that I might need a port put in my abdomen, and so we're going to clarify that on Thursday as well. If that goes in, there's no doubt I can't continue to come in to work, and so it's been shitty in essence, and pardon my language if you're not a swearer. I am. Tried to tone it down for these videos, but I just sometimes have to speak freely, and to be honest with you, there's really no other way to describe what's happening right now. It's shitty, and this was my first treatment, and I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's going to get better, or if it's going to get worse, or if it's going to stay the same, but I will continue to update you, and, you know, you're not alone in going through this. If you are going through this, you never know what people are going through, so, you know, be nice to people, and if you have any questions or you want to reach out, feel free to do so. Subscribe to the channel if you want to follow my story. I'll answer anything within reason. I don't really keep any secrets. I'm kind of an open book, so I'll continue to update you. I don't have any new products to share. However, I did start looking into essential oils, which I think I may have mentioned before. So I'm gonna do a video at some point about what helps with certain symptoms. And so I gotta get back into work, and I just wanted to, you know, reach out, let you know I'm here living, and I wish I had great news, but I don't. And I guess I will see you guys again soon. Have a good day.